And we're back for some Sunless Sea. Well, this time I should for real be able to record peacefully, safe from the outside noises, of course, but nothing that should be too troublesome. Yeah, sorry for what happened last time. You can launch an attack before you have a complete firing solution, but you may miss. Yeah, I have seen that. I have not seen that though, but I'm not sure that all those tooltip screens, like loading screen, not tooltip, that's something else. The loading screens. I'm not sure that they are all gameplay images, or perhaps they are. Yes, so last time we had just completed our whole of London. One thing that I want to do that I did not look into very much is how much it costs to have a better ship, like this one. Because that's the one we have. That's trash that we should never care about. That's the one we do have. Yes, holds 75, hold capacity 40, etc. etc. Oh yes, also ship slots, because, well, I'm guessing that this one deck, auxiliary, bridge engines. Oh well, it seems to be the same. It's just that the hold is nothing. The hold capacity is barely more, and well, yeah. Here we have. So this is the one we do have. The Lampet class cutter, cramped and fragile, but remarkably nippy. So less hull, that's not good. Hold capacity, even less. Quarters, not as much. Weight, less, so it's lighter, I guess. Less bonus, but more, less iron, I mean. It's more mirrors and veils, so that's good, but I'm not sure that the trade-off is worth it. What the bridge? What does the forward? Okay, so there is one more ship slot here. Still, I am not going to bother with this one. 4-seat class corvettes. A better hull, smooth, swift and formidable, like a very angry bull. Sure. So the same hold capacity, heavier, so I'm guessing slower, more quarters, bigger iron bonus, and we have a forward. Good, I guess. Calico class merchant cruiser. It costs a lot. Strong hull, very good hold capacity, very heavy, more quarters, less veils, but more hearts. I'm guessing that it's an okay trade-off. Also, one thing that I'm guessing is that with as much weight, it uses more fuel to go at the same speed, or maybe it's slower. That's the thing. The backbone of the Royal Navy. Back when the Navy had a backbone. That's funny. So not as heavy as the The merchant cruiser with the frigate has more hull, hull, hull. Yeah, I think that's the way to pronounce it. Less hold capacity though. That's not as many quarters. Has an iron bonus, a mirror bonus, and not the veil bonus. But has the forward and aft. Great. Dreadnought. Z-Beast can overwhelm any ship ever built. The Escatolog was designed to be the exception. This one looks very, very powerful. Well, it is the last one, and well, if it's supposed to be unkillable by normal beasts, well, it is something to strive for, I guess, but we will not get there anytime soon. Also, since the one we do have costs 2,000 echoes, but we can trade it for itself for 1,000 echo. I'm guessing that buying ships can be sold or traded rather back again, but for half the price. So if we buy, let's say, this one, and later on want to trade off, we will only get 1,500 back. Yes. Well, let's not try to think about it too much right now. Because, well, we can't buy any of those. So we're going to look at it again when we are at a respectable what's it called? When our bank account is high enough. Yes. So I think I did talk about. Yes, I need those. I need those. Yes, find 7 bales of parallel linen, or 7 pieces of Stygian ivory. And 7 pieces of Stygian ivory or 7 caskets of sapphire. Sure. Anyway, what am I looking for? Yes. So we are going to Vanderbite. I just have to make sure that I do have not the thing I was wanting. Yes. We need more crew. We need to hire some recruits. A very modest challenge. Yes. We should be able to have one more. Yes. Sensible sailors are looking for a safe run to the tomb colonies, or at least a sane run to the southern archipelago. You'll need to buy drinks spread around hiring fees. Look for daredevils. Sure. Let's try. Rich pickings. Your tall tales find a ready audience. Scarred and seasoned men and women tramp aboard and find places to sling hammocks. Plus free crew. know 8, but we're well, can't exactly get them all. Anyway, so we are going to buy some supplies because, well, I need to eat some. 11 should be enough. And we are moving to Vanderbilt. We are going, of course, to take a stop at the sisters. Yes, this looks good. Yes, we don't have an aft or forward. And I do not know what goes onto the bridge. Perhaps something here can help me. Auxiliary. Where does that go? I'm guessing to the deck. Deck weapon. Oh, yes, I understand. I can have a deck weapon and bridge weapon. That would make sense. To aft. To engines. Set. Secure compartment. Sure that no one gets in without the key. In or out? Of a lively cargo. Interesting. Yes, the bridge. Oh, it's for a light. Oh, I see. Yes, we could probably buy you some. With an optical. Glass is clear as ice and sharp as salt. Soft flame lamp. A miraculous new process enables passage through eternal night. Do not consume. Blazing gleam lamp. Like a lane of beams outward to sea. Through all circles of the golden year. An effective device for seeking enemies. Perhaps we should not, then. An adequate device for seeking enemies. Is it supposed to be something to seek enemies? Get back, don't look at it directly. Speculative reconnaissance. Less than a technique, more than just a theory. Does not limit your ability to hide. Oh, that sounds amazing. Judgment resonator. Be sure the sins will find them out. Okay, so I am guessing that what's it called? That those items will help us have better light, perhaps reduce terror whenever well, not reduce terror, but help us have less terror when we have the lights on. But the higher it is, the worse it is to hide ourselves. But those two, they are great. Yes, the veils only go down. Well, we are going to take this one. I do not want to seek enemies. Not yet. Not for this price. I do want the speculative consonator or the judgment resonator. But let's take the optical. Oh. Oh yes, it takes... it takes cargo space. Anyway. Let us... yes, we do already have all the information. We will not purchase an elegant townhouse just yet. We will do our duties at Vanderbilt. We also are bound for yes, we have accepted stuff that we maybe should not have. We might have to go back to Pigmont Isle. We have to do something about the nightmares, but I'm not sure how. We do not. We do need to have more tails, and we used one for a tattoo, which it was probably a bad idea, or because we could have used the sun thing to have perhaps more hearts, which we probably need. A dream and a scheme. He has a plan. Yes, sure. Bring wine. That's what we are going to do. Pigment Isle. Yes. We have lost Saul's attention. Yes. We move back to Visage. And what else do we need? Yes, Khan's heart. So perhaps what we should do is travel to Vanderbilt, and then do our what's it called? Move to Khan's heart, wherever that may be. I think it would be in this area. Yes, we also have to go to what's it called? There was a place that Admiralty asked us to go to. So we will do that also. Hopefully the sisters have something good for us. Yes, so let's make the port report. To see silence, ships rarely come here. Nothing changes, even the weather. The house is the heart of the isle, the house and the sisters. With the Admiralty, you may be happy to know that nothing's changed, at least. Good. News. Knock and wait. You ask the sulphurite maid to carry a few hints of your news to the sisters. Oddly enough, she comes back with the message that the headaches are cured, and you're invited to lunch. Instant belt. Yes, so I do want to have Saul's attention again, I think. Perhaps having the god's attention is a good thing. I am not sure yet. Anyway, we are regaining Saul's attention. Oh yes, also we gain supplies when we are here. We've lost hunger. And yes, a tale of terror. Yes, Cynthia truly is the one we want to talk to. We gain some terror, but one terror for one tale of terror is acceptable, in my opinion. Anyway, let us move. Yes, Vanderbilt, and then we can go in that direction. Again, the lights are off. I know we just bought some nice lights, but I do not want to argue. And it works. This is going well. Well, we have just started, of course, so who's to say? But things could get dicier, and well, things are going well. Yes, provide what you have promised, or perhaps first the port report. Yes, gather gossip. Who's plotting what out in the tomb colonies? Along the coast of the Antisea, it's remarkably hard to die. Yes, yes. I have read that already. Oh, why provide what you have promised? What? I need 10 casks of mushroom wine. Oh. Well, we will have to look more into that. Unfortunate. Visit a certain restaurant. Find cuisine in Vanderbilt. No, that would be something. A corkscrew street. At is the tip of an oddly little side street. Welcoming yellow light glows from the gilt leather window of a restaurant. A sign reads, "Vengeance of Jonah." A beefy tomb colonist bustles up. The grey moustache pokes impertinently out from under his bandages. Come in, come in. Bandage Poissonnier at Vanderbilt seeks passage with the Z captain, sympathetic to intrepid cuisine. Sure. Perhaps we should recruit him. We do need a cook, and that could be interesting. Recruit the bandaged Poissonnier. The bandaged Poissonnier has long wished to travel, but you'll need to outfit the galley to his exacting standards. Well, we are not doing much with our money, if not this. Sure. Avid enthusiasm. Ah, my captain. The thing we will catch, that we will consume, that we will experience. We will discover the seventh sensation, you and I. Are they hitting on me? The taste that one tastes with the heart. You there, sailor. Careful with the brazen alembic. It's worth more than your wretched soul. So, officers, we now have a cook. Ooh, increases my hearts and pages. This is pretty good. Let's speak to him and increase our hearts. I mean, sure. My captain, come into my little gallery. Mind that pot of sauce. It is vigorous in the extreme. Dine with the... What? Oh, no, my captain. You shall dine with me. Metal salt. Oh, I did have some metal salt. Yes, I need metal salt and a strange catch. Sure. Metal salt, I can't remember exactly where I got it. And the strange catch, well, that will have to wait, won't it? We need 220 fragments to gain a secret. Let's increase our hearts. Or perhaps we should wait a bit, just in case we need a secret for something. Oh, we can buy ships here. Cost 1 deed. Deeds through steamboat. Oh. We can just get ships? Sounds great, to be honest. Hello, temple. Vision of the surface. I'm not sure that selling it for just 15 is worth it. Or we can sell tomb colonists. Well, let's not bother with that just yet. So we are going to Gatesmore and then Abbey Rock and then move eastward. What? Sure. Oh, do not notice me. Check. Yes. Oh, what is this? Recurring nightmares. You have begun a dream of. A vast eye. It knows you. You cannot evade its gaze. A black unsleeping taste. Again and again, you are alone on the wide black sea. The eye is aware. Your nightmares will come upon you from time to time, inspiring terror. Gain restful nights at your lodging to help you resist it. If you defeat it, you may gain a secret. So what you're saying is that I do have to go back to London. I am curious about what this light was about. Heck. Not touch me. I'm not at Gatesmore just yet. Okay. Step carefully. Let's gather some intelligence. Failed. You've lost a crew. Dislike of spies. You and one of your more villainous-looking sailors join a dice game. Villainous-looking, but you know for a fact that she defies charity and has a delightful singing voice. The topic turns promisingly to pillage and ambush, but Giselus is a little too forward with her questions. There is a scuffle and a stabbing. You escape. She does not. That was not good. let us explore them on. There's a surprisingly quantity of actual landscape on the Moon. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the beast paths and urchin routes, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor, with the additional throatful of lurching terror. Future. Oh, the view from above. A high place. The sea like a ripplet sheet of night green jade. The roof of the nave above, bellied with stalactites, and prickled with false star. Look out across the water. What are you thinking of? The future. From up here, the future looks glorious, if not exactly bright. Your past as a poet. The years before you came to the days of honey and roses in Hollow Street, long walks in Tyrant's Gardens with very special friends. Prayer to the god called Salt. You know the words to speak, and here its eyes are on you. Prayers to the god called Storm. Prayers Storm. Prayers to the god called Storm. You know the word to speak, and in this space, perhaps, her eyes are on you. Oh, the wide black sea. Where does it end? Well, let us. What are those? Find your father's bones, and then retire. Retire to your life of luxury. Yes, become London's most venerated explorer. You have this. Found your own private kingdom. I think that would be what can happen on Pigmont Isle. Sail east, beyond the sea. I cannot remember seeing that one. Liberate the secret of immortality. And I have surely not seen that one. Well, we kind of got spoiled just there of some moves that can happen later. But yes, this is very interesting indeed. So, yes, I'm not exactly sure what to contemplate. We can have greater pages. Perhaps we should think about the future. This is what interests me the most, to be honest. You are the captain of your ship, but never the captain of your fate. One day, though. One day. Hmm. Kind of disappointing. Pirate's pleasure. She hunts far from London, but near for both other pirates and travelers who have sailed too far. Let us say this. Gained more terrors. Yes, well. We can do none of this. Thusly, we will not. Abbey Rock, and then east, well, it is already in the eastern direction, but more. Yes, Abbey Island. Just in time. Something awaits you. Here, the Grim Sisters' lair. We could trade supplies, but sure. Compile the port report. It's unlikely to be eventful. As always, nothing is happening. The sisters watch us. We feel their eyes. The sea crashes on the rocks with rows. The fortress stands stolid as the last year of a century. The greatest peril you risk here is a certain purpleness of prose. Oh yes, I gave the recent news. Hunting trophy. Watch the Covenant. Wait a while and see. Oh, this is good. The Covenant is silent. A few lights prick its bulk. Bells sound the time of prayer. You're almost ready to give up when the side door opens. 4 nuns march out carrying something wrapped in a blanket and fling it into the sea. You creep down to examine it. It was likely unidentifiable, even before the nuns used it for weapons practice. Now it leaks fluids from a dozen punctured wounds. It still smells of the sea. Now have one strange catch. Principles of coal. I am not sure where that could be. Perhaps I could look at the map, but, well, at what a map could look like, rather. So we are going to look up here, because I did see something. And we do have more secrets now. Perhaps it is time to get not what I was wanting to do. Speak to. Yes, we have 2 of those. Yep. Shepherd eyes. Sheep, lichen, standing stones. First of all, speak to and increase your heart. Let us speak, my captain, of the nature of edibility. Culinary philosophies. To be edible, it is possible to be consumed, and to be living is to consume. Thus we find that nature of the unliving is to be consumed. In fact, therefore, anything that is not living may be consumed. I am not exactly sure about that one, but to be edible is to be possible to be consumed, and to be living is to consume. I mean, okay. If you are, let's make some easy logic. If you are living, you must consume. Sure. So another way to say it is, if you are not living, you are not consuming. Well, if you are not consuming, you are not living. Rather, yes, that is the thing. If you are not consuming, you are not living. That sounds true enough, but that does not mean that if you are living, you are consumable. Yes, the logic isn't very sound in this. But anyway, Shepherd Isles. Course, the bearded watchman tells you, there are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman that founded the island. Greybeards, sitting in the village square, nod solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tails. Ask us anything. Compile a port report, because we never have enough of those. Oh yes, yes, yes. This been going on. In the bleak light, all the false stars. Surface rolling like a porridge pot, up with a roar of steam and flash of fire. 3 windows swimming, tentacles, and then we saw his Highness. There's rather a lot of this material. Sure. Yes, he is the first officer. How much is it? 50? Yeah, that's okay for me. Let me guide your ship. I know all the sea, how it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm walking. Mirrors and veil. Only plus 1 mirror. Yes, for 50 echoes, I am willing to engage you. Relief. Thank you. The nonsense here was a distraction for a while, but only the Z can help me now. Oh my god. The air. It's clearer already. Let me chart a course for you. Oh, my head. Yes, appoint an officer. Sure. Sigil written navigator. Has a tattoo grown since last you looked? And we just have better and better crew. Realist? Perhaps I do want the blaming gun rather than the albino tinkerer. Cannot even talk to him. Yes, I do enjoy my crew quite a lot right now. I do need a surgeon, but I think that there is one in London. That should be for like 50 echoes. He cost me 300. Yes. So let's have a Flemingen. The rat is cute, but I think that more stats are better. Should be alright. Nothing more, yeah. Nothing more. East we go. What is going to happen is that we are going to try to find the place that we want to go to, and well, probably move back to London if I feel that the fuel is too. We can arrive there with just one or two barrels of fuel. Yes. Soon we'll get another secret. This might be something of interest. This is something of interest. What am I talking about? Yes, from here I do not want to go any further east, for now at least. The lights will have to be cut off. Ninja, do not return, sender. Taciturn functionaries walk the docks in the uniform of postmen. An enormous crowned statue casts a chilling shadow. The shadow gleam with rat's eyes. Their ceaseless chittering rolls like the tide. The portal på kopplingen. Learn postal secrets, the modern sun. I guess it's man holding a rat. What? Okay, sure. Assemble a portal boat. You may not be very familiar with the locals yet, but you can provide a preliminary overview. Surface details. There's the statue in the middle of the island. That's hard to miss. There's the way everyone wears a uniform, and the way they call each other by the rank in the postal service. There's the way the port authorities refer to regulations. There's the jargon, the curious habits of referring to any used-up thing as cancelled, as though the whole world was were made of stamps. You write about vestigial bureaucracy and about trappings of order retained far from home. People are just driven mad by living in the caverns. There were the people in Visage, there were the people in the Mangrove College, and there's this place. I suppose that when true light never reaches you, it does odd wonders to the brain, to the psyche. Go to the postman's tavern. The Inky Blotter, it's called. The sign doesn't look like much. Explore along the beach. There's a long stretch of shale, dotted with washed up kegs and barrels and a smaller flat sand. Let's see what happens in the tavern. Warmer inside than it looks. Faces turn in your direction, but no one seems surprised to have a new arrival on the island. So this gives me more friendship, I'm guessing. Walking the dead letters now. Let's see. Lit by two roaring fires, one at either end of the room. The bartender is in postman's uniform, like almost all of the patrons. A noseless postal inspector called Blunt Thomas delivers the drinks, clears tables, stacks the firewood. The local currency consists of lights. That's funny. Listen on postal tall tales. Fishermen brag about fish that got away. Postmen brag about hard deliveries. They sure do. Amazing what you get for a penny stamp. Delicate bottles lowered down chimneys on a rope. Do not fold under any circumstances. Let the curved through a narrow slot. Rattling, groaning crates brought back to the same address every day for 22 days running. The windows pried open. The servants they bribed. The delivery surcharges they paid out of their own salaries just to get rid of one more packet. It's hard to tell which they hate more, the senders of mail or the recipients. Stands to reason, if the message was a welcome one, they'd tell the other fellow in person, reflects the hairless postwoman. Cultivating friendships with postmen. Ask why the local currency consists of rats. I do wonder so. Yes. We can't learn about all of this. Two strings of rats for a pint of ale, 3 strings for wine, 5 for the tolerable brandy and the bar. Scarcity is not an issue. The hairless postwoman at the end of the bar smiles mirthlessly. Or maybe it's just a lack of eyebrows that does it. Long enough carrying the things around, you get into the habit, she says. Then she tells you that if you stay out late enough, you'll see some of the postmen making a procession to the center of the island, stringing up rats around the statue like Yuletide decorations, in prayers to an ancient deity of this place. From the coughing and choking elsewhere in the pub, you'd guess this is a story they often tell to newcomers. No more than 3. So maybe we can ask everything. Ask why the hairless postwoman is hairless. They guess of some interesting explosive package, maybe. Faux pas. No, she says. Kurt, not pleased you ask. Still had eyebrows when I came to announce you. The postman at the next bench diverts you, speaks in a low voice. Lots of people find habits when they can't deliver the post anymore. This one has a plucking habit. Best learn not to notice. You glance up. The hairless postwoman is still glaring at you. I am a newcomer. And let's ask about that big statue in the center of the island. If there were a guidebook for visitors, it would have to be the first entry. The monumental postman. Oh, that. It's all of us, isn't it? Sort of the spirit of the island. Most of them don't seem troubled for more of an explanation than that, though the hairless postwoman tells you it didn't always look like a fallen London postman at all. That it used to have a different face and more old-fashioned outfit. Sure. Ask how they occupy themselves all day. There must be more than this. Dead letter office. Big building, center of town. Hard to miss. You can walk there too, if you want. It's not clear whether this is a generous offer or threat. Invited to serve. Back to the docks. Leave the warmth of the water for now. I am not sure that I do want to try that just yet, so let's explore along the beach. There's a long shifty goings. The rocks slip and slither underfoot, but you keep your balance. And also secrets. I have no idea what's going on here. Every lap of the wave drags up some new letters or parcel. The face of the water is dotted with them, as far as you can see in this blackness, carried by a powerful current. Collect material for the dead letter office. That's where all of this flotsam belongs, so it can be sorted. Sure. Will of its own. Make your way along the shore with the big sack. Many of the envelopes are too damp to read. The addresses permanently lost, but a surprising number are still legible. There are also parcels. Here and there is a crate, a message in a wine bottle, a sealed cask that has bubbled up out of a shipwreck. Your sack ought to be heavy with all these contents, but it pulls upward and away, straining inland towards the dead letter office like an unmanageable dog. Familiar with the pull. Oddities. More oddities. Rescue a parcel that won't stop you. Extraordinary. There aren't even any air holes. Oh no, let's rescue the cat. Oh, the parcel's contents are not at all pleased to make your acquaintance. A yellow glare, a flash of claws, a distinctive odor. Then the horrible animal is out of sight. You'd like to believe it will come to regret mauling you, but alas, it's likely to regard this rat-infested island as a paradise. Your left cheek will never be quite the same. Well, that was a bust. Let's study the odd currents here. The water that brings flotsam ashore does not follow the usual patterns. On all sides, you make a complete circuit of the island. The whole shoreline is alike, all of it covered in debris, all of it washing steadily inland from every direction. Not the walk of some directional current. It's more as though the whole undersea were draining into Nuncio. Except, of course, that force did not affect your ship when you came this way. Does not stop ships leaving. Evidently, it works only on the post. Have they created a sort of postal deity? That sounds odd. No, I do want to move. We will move a bit south and then to London. Oh, let's not get into a vortex. That would be unfortunate. I do not yet wish to die in such a way. Have we reached some new place? The Sea of Lilies, yes, yes. There was something here. Oh yes, that's the bondage shark. Of course. Who could forget that? Wisdom. Mid Harbor. Wisdom. The prison walls are mercilessly steep. What the hell? Nupmid built this place to a prison for the Khanate. I'm not sure. Khanate, I guess. Now it answers only to its governor, and its governor answers to no one. Hand over, prisoner. Oh no, we'll pay you, the unctuous fellow says. We can always find use for another pair of hands. We get lonely, you know. Lonely. Well, we do not have a prisoner. Let's exchange a secret for a prisoner. Wisdom has many, many secrets. Far more than one might expect them to glean from the prisoners. But a discerning scholar might identify secrets which would tempt even the governor of the prison. It's unlikely to be profitable, unless you have someone specific in mind. And it is hearing enigma. And a lot more pages. How am I supposed to ever get to 58? But let's compile the port report. Watch the comings and goings. Not so many goings. Ships from the Khanate are most common, but you see Shellonite vessels, Polyphron triremes with chained and sulky unfinished men, courses deposing of the miscreants. Even one fertile Iremi skiff. The wardens pay them well for their prisoners. Yes, Iran. We have to travel there at some point. Rescue a prisoner. Well, we are not going to do that. Scale the walls, enter through the outflow pipes, evade to the guards, secure your rescue without raising any alarms. Don't get eaten by giant toads. You'll get one chance at this. It's unlikely to be profitable unless you have someone specific in mind. Well, we will then not do this. Perhaps not. Yes, we do not care about this. A bit more south, shall we? So this is what was hidden in the Sea of Lilies. Well, we are not at the Sea of Lilies yet, apparently. Or... now we are. Went to the fort bank. Organo also struggled to see our foe. Right. We just exit the fort bank, shall we? Over there. Godfall. Oh, let's not get found just yet. More scrolls. Yes, we are not far from Polyphone. I'm not going back to Polyphone though. Burning blue. A hiss of horror from the lookout. The gleam lamp at the front of the ship sputtering and arching, fizzling with blue light. Even as you watch, the blue fades, which is not a good omen. Sure. There's a perfect natural explanation to this. We have failed. We have failed like 76% chance. Listen a moment. Your measured and rational speech does not does you no good. Your crew know bad luck when they see it. Godfall. Sometimes, just occasionally, bits of the roof fall off. Be glad you weren't here, and this one did. Yes, the portrait, yes. Let them tell you about past and present events in the monastery. Yes, I should read that first. The brawling, bearded men who live here call themselves monks. They pay lip service to Saint Stalactite, which fell from the roof. Their chief interests seem to be wine, blood, and shouting. Blood? Do they mean like brawling and bruises? Or do they mean cannibalism? I know that I mentioned that a lot, but like it is an actual worry that I have about this game. Of shouting. Let them tell you about past and present events in the monastery. Tales. They're eager to talk about their history. The stalactite, they assure you, was one of the citadels of the starved men who dwell in the roof. When it fell, a few of its occupants survived to become the monks' progenitors. How does that work, you wonder, with a vow of celibacy? They become vague, and are suddenly eager to speak of the details of passing shipping. Yes. Of blood. We do not have a hunting trophy. To heal I know more than 199. Well, perhaps we should just do that and complete the Vendabite mission at some other point. It kind of annoys me, but we will do what we can do. The fruits of the waters are dry. We'll pay for something to moisten them. Yes, that was not exactly the best thing, but I do know how to get more, and that's good. A half dozen currencies, mostly echoes, but as connate paper money, the whimpering coins of the polythrem, and a strange glass token that might be from far Ireland. Donations, the abbot captain affirmed. Pilgrims are generous. Sure. Well, we do not have anything more to do here. So, back west it is then. The Antonine Abyss. Do not notice me, please. I do not wish to be perceived. Give me fragments, Europe. Lick a monk. Sure. Tube into the war maelstrom. Creeping tendrils of fungus, seaweed, untamable flora. We enter the snares. This is something. Labyrinth of eels. Okay, cool. Yeah. We can probably get back to the salt plains then. Yes. Actually, we can... Where is the Iron Republic? A bit too far from here, or maybe not. Let's go there. I want to go there. It will also let us discover more. The terror is rising though, and that's an issue. It's always an issue. What is this? A baked breezes rises, the improbable scent of stone on Stone Island. The salt lens is crab cake. We already knew about that one? Apparently we did. Do not notice me. Yes. I don't think this is an enemy. Yes, if it doesn't have a life bar, It isn't an enemy. Good to know. What? Yes. The game just wants to make threats. Flourishing of yes. Yes, visage. I'm back here. Let's create a water bottle, as always. Once you set foot on visage, you may be here for a little while. Yes. Check on the custom houses. Changing room. Let's have a locust mask this time. Hunger for all things. Moonmoth settles the locust mask over your head. The eye holes are covered with a thin gold film through which valuable objects gleam more brightly. May you find a happy harvest, says Moonmoth. Then you have partly turned away. It double knots the ties on its purse, as though you're likely to pick its pocket. Doesn't it know you can see it? You visit the Library of Arts. Stoop at the lintel, enter the dark. A room of heavy stone, guarded by a golden statue of a woman with outstretched arms. The scroll niches sorted to correspond to a variety of masks, the jackal and the lions, the crocodile and dung beetle. A woman in the mask of a lotus blossom is standing at the lectern, reading in silence. Well, this is probably what I want to do. Asking about it is more frog-like, but picking the pocket of the readers is what I am supposed to do. Moonmoth stands to one side as you escort an tour guide. Pick the pockets of the readers. While they are looking, you can be acquiring. Successful, if not wealthy. You dip your fingers into a crocodile's purse and acquire a few copies from a heron. The coins here are no more than tiny copper ships, each stamped with an eye sigil. The exchange rate must be thousands of these to the echo, hardly worth taking some. But you have acted as the locust is meant to act. Anyhow, there are no scrolls for the locust in the Library of Arts. Aware of visitor rules. You have gained some echoes, I guess. Soon enough we'll get the secret. Oh, trade masks with the moon. It has been making subtle overtures for some time. You only now understand them. It is keen to go, but your draws you Aside into your closet in the customer's house. Had enough of visage, it tells you frankly. Here, you take my mask and pretend to be me, and I'll trade in the visitor mask and get on some departing ship. Get my life back. Its face? No, no, you see her face is aging but unlined. A lifetime of never needing to use facial expressions. Hmm. Visit the house of the chief geometer. It is understood to be an honor. Visit the temple of Apis. All the denizens of Visage go there sooner or later. Visit the side of the face, the stone cheek of the flourishing of years, is visited as a pilgrimage by the inhabitants of Visage. And if you are in good favor, you may go too. You too may go. Visit the house of the chief geometer. Lines in wet ground. Each morning, the man in the crowbar mask draws line in the mud flat with a pointed steel rod. This apportions to each inhabitant a small trapezoidal area from which to harvest mushrooms and to scrap salt. No plot is ever preserved from one day to the next. This man is the chief geometer, the keeper of the directions, master of land measures and sea measures. Now you have been invited to his home at the time customary appointed for him to receive those who are not his equal in rank, yet not so far beneath him as to deserve to be ignored. What ceremonial gift will you bring? Bring a string of rats. Hobbits like to eat rodents, surely. Bring a necklace of lapis beads. If they do not suit him, they may suit a wife of his. If they don't suit her, he can use them for an offering. Bring a poem concerning snakes, copied on a new scroll. 800 lines on the scaly denizens of the snake pits. Bring a comb made of bone. Perhaps he grows hair beneath his mask, which covers his whole head. Bring fresh candles. Maybe I should buy some foxfire candles. Bring nothing. It is impertinent for one lesser rank to presume and to show charity to your superior. Let go. It is necessary for him to offer, but incorrect for you to accept. I am not sure at all, because I do know what the frog, locust, and bat do. I believe the moon moth is a guide, but whatever the crab want. This would perhaps not be good. Surely. Surely. I will not go. Nothing lost, but nothing gained. You sit at home, in a quake, when he sends a message to reprove you for your non-attendance. Is this also part of the dance? All the denizens of Visage go there sooner or later. The wounded god. In the center of the temple is a black bull with a white diamond on his face. It is tied in place with heavy ropes, and it is wounded in the thigh. From this wound it bleeds copiously without dying. The priests gather around the bull, capturing its blood in cups. Ask whether the bull will be alright. It doesn't look well. Bad question. The question displeases the priests. How ill-omened, even to suggest that the bull might die. If it does die, of course, says one in an aside. There will be another born with the same markings. If not on Visage itself, then somewhere around the Antasy. Apis is never gone, but sometimes his spirits goes astray. To show you the sort of markings they mean, he lifted its tongue and show you jewel-colored scarabs on the underside. It looks more like a tattoo than a birthmark. The bull rolls its eyes and pulls its head away. Aware of the mark. Observe and take notes. The customs here may be worth reporting later. You alone may act. The priests will be suspicious of anyone else who did this, but you, as a moonmoth, often have a need to narrate the ritual's visage to newcomers. The explanations in the library of parts are not suitable for strangers, and therefore you are expected to compose your own. Intriguing stuff. Oh, I say, someone will be interested. Let's visit the side of the face. At the proper time, you must, of course, wait until your work this day is crop of frogs and locusts is complete. It would not be suitable to bring them along. Up on the hillside, the buildings become scarcer and then vanish entirely, leaving you looking at the bottom of a great sheen. Study ancient marks. Tiny pictures march across the stone. Offer instructions to the frog that found its way up here. That's the sort of thing your moth would have done to you. Let's do this. Creditable on both sides. You tell the frog a partially true story about how this face was carved. The frog replies with its amplified belch and a story it heard about the sphinxes known as the salt lions. It's really a very good frog. I need one fragment to gain a secret. This is annoying. Be aware of higher rolls. Enter the hollow of the ear. It is a place of still greater pageantry. This is a journey of several steps, and may conclude your current visit. Yes, 0 was not having a mask. 1, 2, and 3 were the frog, locust, and bat. Not sure which one was which, but yes. And 4 is the moon moth. Enter the hollow ear. It is a place of still greater pageantry. A poet knows. It is a festival day. The great stone face has been illuminated from forehead to chin with blazing torches, so that the profile is visible from the side more clearly than you have ever seen it. Flourishing of years is awake, says the genderless figure in the crocodile mask. Festival of Flourishing. All the denizens of Visage are walking toward the ear together. There is a place in the procession which belongs by right to the wearer of your mask. Fall in line without this, or else will you discover what lies within. Fall in line with the others, secretly bringing a flare with you. Perhaps you will need it in the darkness while you are gone. Everyone distracted by the festival, your departure will not even be noticed. Let's fall in line with the others. Among your own. You go as though you were truly one of them. You carry nothing with you but your mask and your costume. May your heart be as light as a feather, says the woman in the lotus blossom mask, as you fall into the line behind you. Ritual part or something. Inside the hollow of the ear. The road you follow leads up through switchbacks along the side of the face, and finally to the ear of flourishing of years, and into the cave that is her ear. The tunnel bends back on itself, and all lights have now been extinguished. There is nothing to guide you but the hand of the person behind your back, and the movement of the person in front of you. The one who walks beside you wears a bat mask. That is very concerning. Fortunately, the floor of the tunnel is very smooth and presents no stumbling blocks. Sounds carry strangely in this place, however. Sometimes you cannot hear your own footsteps, and sometimes a breath comes back to you audible from some place ahead in line. You do not really know what this festival is or what it means. But there is a secret in the dark. In line, the footsteps of the people are steady and synchronized, and you go together. For how many years has this been done? For how many will it be done in the future? Watch your step here, says Batmask to you in an undervoice. Its accent is the accent of wolf stag dogs. Floor is about to get squishier. And sure enough it does. Empty-handed and grey. Deep within. At last the tunnel opens up. You and all the other congregants spread out in a cavernous space. A voice speaks in the darkness, a ritual preparation. Here, at the new year, we gather under the one mask of flourishing of years. Her face is turned to the gods. Protected by her mask, we may remove our own. Protected by her script, we may speak outside our parts. Here and there is the sound of people fumbling with ties and strings. Your own face feels different with the mask off. Wait, listen. There are things here to learn, perhaps to your advantage. Tell one of your secrets. All this time under the mask, it will be freeing. Fight the urge to giggle. What curious practices do they have? Receive the confidence of a stranger as holy. Those who become as spectators may remain as participants. Wait and listen. There are things here to learn, perhaps to your advantage. Not much for blackmail. You move stealthily through the dark, hearing one knot of conversation and then another. The secrets exchanged do not offer much leverage. You can't see the owners of the secrets. Here and there, you catch the smallest fragments of something that might serve you on a future occasion. The memory of a voyage east, a half-rumor about the Cornelian coast, a muttering about the Admiralty. The hour of confidence is drawing to its end. If there is anything else you need to do, now is the time. Well, do nothing. Let the ceremony end according to the proper rites. Last bell. At the end of the hour, there comes a woman with a feather of shimmering silver, which she tucks into your hand, symbol of the innocent heart that will not be eaten by the jackal. Then a bell rings, and the time of speech is over. You all begin to put your mask back on. It is possible, you cannot know for sure, that in this cover someone has exchanged a mask with someone else. Well, we did exchange a mask with someone else, so I would believe that would have been done. It is an oddly imperfect line that emerges again from the ear of flourishing of years. If anyone watches from above, they must surely be satisfied. The spectre of the secret mysteries. One captivating version. Lovely, and more secrets. End your performance and leave the island. You can't stay in character forever. Calmer. When the other citizens are distracted, you find your way to the familiar customs house and rid yourself of mask and robe. There is satisfaction in laying aside a role well performed. So we do have a lot of secrets now. Perhaps we should increase some of our stats. Speak with your navigator. Yes. Yes, now is good, thank you. We can invite him to dine with us. I do, however, well, perhaps I do want to invite him to dine with me. Increase your mirrors. Maybe one of your secrets can drag something out of him. I'm sorry, it's the pain. No, this is what you wanted, I think. He is eager to instruct you, like a drowning man striking for air. But he struggles to put words to his understanding. Does this sigil give him his insights? Or is it all learning he has failed to forget? officers. Speak to. Well, inviting him is not possible just yet. We do need some metal salt. Officers. Speak to. What about her? Oh yes, we can. Perhaps we should try to become lovers. That's a lovely idea. How about the fish dinner? I do have quite particular tastes in fish. Sack of dark drop coffee bean. Yes, let's entertain the Flamingo. You can see the indentation of a porthole on the rim of its cap. It must have been pressing its face to the windows again. Is it cold? You pull out your second best chart and several pens. The Blemingen squeaks and bounces over, appending an input in its excitement. You are ignored for several hours. When you return to find it on your pillow, snoring quietly, your map has 3 new islands, a note reading simply "Here are lions," and a drawing of, well, it looks more like a vast spider than a lion. Thank goodness there's nothing like that at sea. Well, bad news. Does it change something? No. Well, that was just a waste. Let's eat with maybe starters? Yes, invite her to dine with you. A knowing smile. I've heard about you. You like to invite your officers to to dinner, learn their secrets. Well, you don't need to dig far to find my secrets. I wanted to talk to you about it actually. I've never met my mother. I know my father. I'm a countess on his side actually. I like to find her. She's somewhere out at sea, if only. Really? You'd help me? That's too kind, if you insist. Here, it so happened that I made a list earlier tonight. My mother would be found in one of these places, Wither, the Isle of Cats, Iron, the Chilonate, Can's Shadow, Port Carnelian, or the surface ports of Naples. Review that in your journal, and the learning about may be started. Well, we are not far from the Isle of Cats, so we are going there, and the surface. Perhaps that should be something that we should look into. Yes, that is something that I am quite interested in. We have to go to the Canate Islands. Wither, I'm not sure. Chilonate and Port Canadian, I'm not sure where they are. Sure. Let's travel to the Isle of Cats and try to find her mother. Shall we? I can hope great things. Oh, what the? Oh yes, that is an enemy. So what I said earlier about if we can't see some life bar, then they are not enemies, seems to have been incorrect. Port Cavendish. Let's compile the port report. Buy a shipment of an almost impossible challenge. Oh, what happens if we fails? If we fail? Comes here, I know. She has always been fond of cats. Well, my father was something of a cat, and a very noble one at that. She said that she is a countess on her father's side. Let us try. 2% chance of success is not 0. No luck. But oh dear me, do you know someone picked my pocket? She chuckles happily. I never noticed a thing. Fingers like spider hatchlings. She rolls a coin between her fingers. So I tracked him down and congratulated him, and bought him a drink. And one thing led to another. Now he's asleep upstairs at the Rose and Tiger, and I'm down here with his purse. Would you like some money? It's so much fun, money. You begin to realize how drunk she must be. Anyway, no luck. But we'll find her. I can find anyone. She tries and fails to snap her fingers. Fun game. Okay, so what I'm guessing is that each port is going to have a very difficult what's it called, challenge for that, but that it gets increasingly easy, or maybe that at the last possible port it will be 100%. Maybe it's 2% the whole way until the very end. The searching for the mother of maybe is started. The chances will improve with every port. Yes, I don't know why I didn't read that before saying stuff. Sure, but now we can't look at the Isle of Cats. We didn't come here for nothing, though. Anyway, what is this? Well, something of interest that we will look into at some later point. Right now we are bound for the Iron Republic, buying fuel, since we have so much money. And well, once we're there, I'm not sure. What is it? Oh, no. No, this is a big road. Republican Dreadnought. I mean, yes, I know that we are by the Iron Republic, but still. Let me be. There's so much fog. Well, speaking of Ghana, I don't know, I do want to have maybe started. played the port reports. Yes, yes, sure. The Tale of Terror. Meredith isn't sure. And more pages. This is very satisfactory. Cavalry Doctrine is open for business. Let's buy a carbon. Yes, let's buy more. Let's buy 10 at least. More? Let's say 5. We will get more at the Admiralty. Well, no, we will buy 20 in total. Because yes, we will get more at the Admiralty, but that's okay. That's completely okay. The Irrepressible. Sure, it's Market of Hungers. Oh, it's not the Market of Flies. Yes. Citizen, are you looking for a gunner? I'm looking for a ship. Here are my references. Here are more references. Here are my design for whistling shell. Here's my colleague. He'll stay on shore. Here's my hand. Will you take it? Yes, yes I will. Or maybe I just want to see what that is. Market of Hunger. Of Hungers, the Cavalry Doctrine. On days such as this, the market is filled with crucified dragons and lords in waiting. They whistle welcome. Visit the shop tapped. The merchants in the doctrine mask will accept echoes. The House of Milks. Oh yes, I do want a dark coffee bean, because my grandma, she wants 1. 38. I am not sure exactly. But yes. Oh, we can sell the supplies for more than buy them for we buy them for 20 in London. Do we not? We will buy 1 and sell, let's say, 2 supplies. Then straight back to London. It's not worth it. It's actually not worth it. Even if we gain like 5, it's not worth it. This would have just been bad. Okay. Well, we are moving back to London, it seems. Stopping by the Cunyon Canal. We'll get them a gunman at some point. I wish we could stack the Something Awaits You qualities. Because as it stands, well, I can't do much. I have to wait, and I'm not sure how it triggers exactly. Because yes, saying with enough time at Z is, well, true, but not very helpful. We will not go to the surface before we know for sure that we can survive there. Let us dock. Command staging area. Travel to the surface. Yes, 22 fuel. So what we will need to do to travel to the surface is going, having a hold big enough to have all of that and more, of course, because we will need to lift the criminal gunnel again, I will guess. So we will just get the report reports. We will not get much out of that, but that's okay. It's still something. And we will listen for surface gossip, because that can be very profitable. Yes, the moves in the great game. A card game ends badly when one surface sailor knives another for the usual reasons. The other players scrabble for the coins when it spills from her pockets, but you snatch up a scrap of paper that they overlook. Curious markings, dates, times, code names, spice walk. Yes. Very good. Let's move. We are getting back to London, perhaps trying to discover that stupid area. I would want to have the whole map discovered, of course, but unfortunate. We can't do that just yet. I am, however, feeling much more confident in my abilities to survive. This captain will probably die at some point, either because of negligence on my part or because of unforeseen circumstances. Sure, whatever. One, yes. Murray Strait. It disappeared after a while. I do not care enough about Mitten Island. I can't say that I will gain much there. So once I'm back in London, what am I doing exactly? I have the Canate Islands to discover. I have Iron to go to at some point. The places that the Admiral wanted me to gather strategic information from. Well, I do have stuff to do. It's just that I have to go to places I have not been yet. Ah yes, our terror. Nightmare's strength remains unchanged at the moment. Collect messages from the Harbour Master. Something has changed underneath. The blind bruiser. That could be interesting, in fact. But I accidentally double-clicked I kind of wanted to travel to Mount Palmerston. Well, what do he wants? What does he want? You know, citizen, I must say, of all the sea captains I've met lately, seems me that you have a knack for sensitive matters, that you might be able to help my patron. He's an introspective gentleman who has been reflecting on his life, and lately he has come to regret things from years past, and should like to set them right. But to do so, he needs that mistake brought home to London. He'd like her returned with every tooth still in her head, if she could, and he would be certain to reward you with dispensations as generous as your own self for doing him such kindness. Sure. Preparing a reunion. I once again have to travel through all the places. Demo Island, that's not far from here. Can't start. Let's go there. Kindly thanking you, citizen. We would like you to retrieve someone who has long been a sore spot in my patron's heart. They called her the last constable round her round here before she fled London. We've had reports of her investigating scoundrels at the Iron Misery, spying on pirates in Gators Mole, keeping the peace in Khan's heart, and watching the dead in Vanderbilt. She gets around, a really hard worker, that one. It's in her blood. And again, don't let her come to harm, if you can help it at least. We are understanding. If you return to London without having found the last constable, the blind bruiser will not take offence. Check your journal to be reminded of where the constable might be, and at those places, except for Khan's heart, I do know where they all are. She remains silent. Does not tolerate fools or failure. If you seek her here, you seek her there. So the lodgings. Read the morning papers. Yes, so more supplies. That's good. Let's sleep a bit. And echoes are acceptable. Lost terror, restful night. Doesn't help me much against my nightmares. I have to look into that. Visitor. Yeah, that could be good, but no. Visit the Rhodes Market. Yes. So the dark spectacled emerald. Admiral. Let's submit some port reports. Gate is more. More echoes. Enter ski. More fuel. Godfall. Pirate monks. I honestly have no idea what we are supposed to do about pirate monks. What are they up to? Yes. And the light. More fuel, more echoes. Always nice. Let's look into that for last. Nuncio. Ah yes, the place that lures away postmen. One hears no end of complaints from the postal service. Hmm. Uh, Wisdom. Blech. Did the oracles look hungry? Abbey Rock. We categorize it as a military installation. You know, although that has occasioned some quite vigorous debate. Didn't we already survey Abbey Rock? I am surprised. Document canon. Not much. The Iron Republic. Lost on Terror. Isle of Cats. Yes, well. We did rather know about his rose gardens. Not good news that they are prospering though. Really. Really should have nipped it into if you allow me. But, I'm trading with the Khanate. With the Iron Republic. Bother. I may have to have a meeting about this. I do like this. I am pretty sure I already had those accomplishments. Visage. Yes. You have so much fuel now. Perhaps I should look into how much fuel. Well, yes, so as you can see, what? Ugh, oh bother. Hmm. Shepherd eyes submit as facts. We do hear some peculiar tales of that place. I do want to try. Failed. Mm-hmm. Candidly, I'm not sure why you saw fit to trouble us with this nonsense. Is there anything else? Well, before I... Oh, more surprise, please. This is not exactly what I wanted. Officers, no. Sorry. Speak of moves in the great game. Whispers. 300 echoes. As you repeat it all twice, he doesn't take notes. It's a little beyond me, he tells you. But I have a friend in the palace who will be interested. Very interested. Thank you. Your fee. You know what? I am going to buy myself a better lodging. Ah, not yet. But Yes, so buying so much fuel was not necessarily the best idea, was it? A memory of distant shore, captivating treasures. Yes, more echoes, a captivating treasure. Shiny, and you polish it before you brought it in, so it's even shinier today. 1,000 echoes? Oh my! Tish bared in a hungry grin. There's something odd about those thieves, as if there were too many of them. This will make quite a dent in my acquisition budget, but worth it, I think. Yes, worth it. Hmm. Offered the scholar an intriguing snippet. It might perhaps classify this as gossip, not data. Nevertheless. Oh, zesty, zesty. This one will do very well shared. Thank you. What payment? Hmm. Well, good enough for me. So what we are going to do is travel to the Cat Isles and try to get what's it called um, to to get the mushroom wine there. Then we are going to go back to London, replenish ourselves in the supplies. And yes, it would be all well. We could sell some fuel. I do not necessarily like that idea, but I mean, some loss of money is bound to happen. Yes, one more. Unfortunate, unfortunate, but this will have to help us. Okay, so we are going to move in this way. But in this way we will discover more, we will get the wine. You have enough fuel for what we want. I'm not sure what this boat is. Stranded. So we need more echoes. We always need more money. It is a constant in life, unfortunately. But yes. Once we have enough, we will buy ourselves a better boat. Actually, no. So we need a surgeon. There is one in London that can help us, of course. if we do want to buy her services. What the? What did I do? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That was extremely bad. Well, we'll care about that at some other point. Recurring nightmare. Watched. The sea is bright as milk. False stars above are black on a pitchy bed. Something is watching you. Its gaze enfolds your boat. You are transparent as glass. Flee the nightmare. Turn the helm and flee across the milk-bright sea. This will reduce nightmare's strength. If it reaches zero, the nightmare will fade entirely. If you have any restful nights, they'll reduce the difficulty. 100% is quite straightforward indeed. Go deeper into the nightmare. The eye wants to learn you. Well, let it. You learn the eye in return. Increases the nightmare strength. If it reaches 5, you'll confront the nightmare. This is dangerous, but you may win a secret. I am curious. Across the sea, beneath you, the eye grows wider. The water begins to warm, to steam. Remove your garment. It may soon be time to swim. Nightmare strength, total 2. Iron Misery Company. 10%. Yes, yes, well. Compile a port report. Of course, I&M's activities here don't seem that interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can. Accept a volunteer. One of company's bodegas fellas has negotiated an early release from her contract. It's the Spartans, she tells you, her face bleeding. I keep picking them out of me porridge, and me hair, and me eyes. Take me away, I'm a good walker. I can't choose all those options, unfortunately. So what happens here? Yes, TV the factor. I am interested. And we gain some supplies, that's great. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle, an expanse of green and sour gold. This once again he tells us about the restaurant in Lindebright. No. It's not. Even the tea is hinted me. Whatever. Fuel and supplies are expensive here. I did burn a lot of my fuel though. For nothing, might I add. So let's not press F again. That was remarkably catastrophic. kind of felt like rolling a natural 1 on a d20. But, sure. So, pigment iron, yes, well, close to that. Pick a monkey crab. Troll monster. Oh, yes, yes. Silly, don't ram straight into the island. Beautiful dreams. Beneath the cavern that holds the entity is troubled by dreams. There's a story that it was once the skull of a dead god. Perhaps that would explain it. Sleep deeply. Dose yourself with black scroll, and you're less likely to dream. Listen to your dreams. What will you learn? A dream of sand. The ship crosses a desert, not a sea. Black sand whispers against the hull. A sound like grains of glittering night. Your crew sits on deck at a long table lined with candles, eating a rich red feast. A reckoning, one remarks, as she spears a goblet of meat with her fork. A goblet. It's not to be postponed indefinitely. To the north, the light bulges hangingly above the horizon, searing kindly of sunlight. Hmm. Sorry, I just want to discover the whole map and understand more about the stories. Two houses both alike in dignity. Oh, okay. Hail Mirania, the nymph's most adorable nation scurries around your legs. Scintilla harvesters drag the heavy bags of the iron's bounty to the silos. Industrial rodents walk hard on towering edifices, some of them almost neck-high. London will never believe a bloody word of this. Help Morena resolve a dilemma. An aide runs over. Hail's advisor, you'll return to us. Praise the tide. We need your wisdom once again. Yes, let's get the port report. Captain Whiskers, the Admiralty calls you. So you're hurt. At least they pay you to laugh at your reports. Hmm. Well, I do not care. Still the Red Star. Blue Scintilla. The rats guard it fiercely. But there may be a way, or less direct alternatives perhaps. Help Morena resolve the dilemma. How will you advise Pigment Eye? A dilemma on Pigment Eye. Rats and caves lie quivering on canvas sheets in this part of town. We think it started from something in the water, whispered as the aide. We thought we'd contained it, but it's spreading. Our medicines are powerless against it. What do we do? Have them burn the infected parts of town. It won't be popular. It will be decisive. Recommend the sick quarantine. Building a hospital will take workers away from other tasks, but demonstrate Marina's compassion. I am not sure. Let's try this. That was a bad idea. Slow recovery. Away from the contaminated water, the symptoms of this disease soon fade, but it will be considered longer before the sufferers are ready to return to work. You have resolved the dilemma, for better or worse. I do not wish the civilization to be completely destroyed. Anyway, we're going south, and maybe trying to go as south as possible. Could be nice. I could find stuff of interest. You will not be able to see me. I do not wish to be perceived. I do not wish to be perceived, do I say, as I do my best to be perceived. Oh no! How dreadful for you. Oh no! What is going on? Oh, that... Oh! Got me there. Oh. Almost dead. It's... this is kind of fun. You have destroyed the rat barge. The ship is yours. What will you do with her? Loot and scuttle her. She is a vile old vessel, and its seas are unsafe. Take what you can and move on. Lean pickings. This pinnace won't sail far from the hidden harbors, but here's something at the back. But here's something at the back of the hold. What's inside? A stout crate. Crates, the source of sustenance, the fundamental element of cargo. 3 supplies. Oh, that's wonderful. A crate of supplies. Hardtack and water, and an unexpected box of nails. Would remark that the nails look tastier than the hardtack, until an officer silences her. Okay. And down we go. Well, that wasn't so bad, was it? I do wish to understand what you are about. Lightship, far from home. Purchase fuel, speak with the crew. Fuel is expensive here. I will not give you that. I have come to give it to some pirates. Truth and dreams. Listen to your dreams. Memories of distant shots. Dream of spies. Mirror-faced pillars rise around you like trees in the forest, more so because each glows with a shifting green light. The Z laps at the base of the pillars. A voice from above cries out in 7 languages, and you understand each one. Once was this face of iron. It will be taken from us. The sailor raises her head, sniff sharply. Blood on the wind. Oh, no, 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 no. You do not see me. You are not real. Side Andromeda's work. Oh yes, there was a place somewhere that I did not quite manage to travel to. I think. Or am I imagining something? Flying heights. Is there a port here? Not that I can see, at least. Oh. No, don't look at me. Yes, we are at the southernmost point of the sea. The music is nice. Is this some place? Yes, there is a port here. Port Canadian. Oh yes, this is a place of interest, of great interest actually. I think it has been mentioned several times. Doc. Port Cornelian, fallen London's sole imperial possession, treasure it. London's first undersea colony sweats under a blanket of southern heat. To the right of the dock, the sapphire mines yawn. To the left, the governor's house stands, prim as Elderwick Mansion. Behind lies the fungal jungle, ghostly white and violet. Visit Murgatroyd's Imperial Tea Shop. Behind the windows, spoon clinks on china. Sure, why not? Oh, there's several ways to get the port report. Affairs in Port Cornelian no more than 10. No more than 0 port reports. Talk to Tiger in the Blue Bazaar. Oh, also when I was at Demo Island, I just remembered. I forgot to look for the person that I was supposed to look for. Damn, that was dumb of me. Now I have to go back. Where the governess administers a distant fleck of Her Majesty's empire. Talk to a tiger and a blue bazaar, the Cornelian coast. Padding natives are eloquent, placid and acerbic most of the time. The diplomats of the Khanate were expelled from Port Cornelian following the Galati incident. Only one remains behind. Not in any official capacity, you understand. Sure, let's try that. Off the records. No, I'm retired now, tells you cheerfully. His crockery is white as the moon and rimmed with gold. Of at sea, he comments sympathetically on the governor's difficulties. I feel for the man, I really do, and ask probing questions regarding your travels. You managed to squeeze in a few of your own. Oh, Ducan is very fond of sapphires. Blue is his favorite color. Ducan. Oh, yes. Okay, I see. Help Mavis lost search for her mother. This one's a slender lead. He's been seen wearing sapphires. The daughter shrugs. This is where sapphires come from. Look, you were heading this way anyway, weren't you? Weren't you? 4% barely. Still, let's try it. No luck. She hasn't been here in forever. I don't think she's coming back. So that's one port eliminated. I did pick up some sapphires here and there. A casket of sapphire. Well, I am not against that. Fan for sapphires in the fungal jungle. Influence affairs in Port Cornelian. The network's influence over the colonies is extensive. How will you use it? Not quite. Visit Murgatroyd's Imperial Tea Shop. They import the dollies from London, but the tea is local, blue and smoky. The crumpets are warm, the tablecloths white. You could almost imagine you were back in Bale Garden, except for the tiger lounging on the divan. It laps tea from an azure bowl and complains about the recent nostalgic trend in poetry. Yes, that's good enough, I guess. So pan for sapphires in the fungal jungle. I'm willing to try that. A tough challenge. It sure is, but a glimmer of truth. Braving the jungle's violet spore drifts, you find a narrow stream. You kneel among the red cacti aggregates that spot its banks. It doesn't it doesn't heave with sapphires, as the stories promised, but an afternoon panning yields a pocketful of glittering shards. Good enough for me. We can buy supplies for less than in London. Isn't that great? Well, barely less, but still. And one more for good measure. Sapphire exchange. A casket of sapphire. I think the German. Who wanted what? Another day, no. What draws him to see? The parking interesting. True. Maybe. Yes, that are maybe places. Without the chilenate Naples can shadow iron. We were supposed to go to Demo Isle also. Peninsula. Objectives. We agreed to track down the constable, the last constable. We did agree indeed. Someone wanted the caskets of sapphires. Yes, we have not looked in them eyes. I know. Can's heart. So it is a place we need to discover. Chapel of Light, somewhere northeast of London. Nightmare strength. Well, I'm not sure who to buy caskets for. We will not sell the sapphires just yet. I do not wish to have them in our inventory the whole time though. At some point I will have to sell them. Beltane's vortex and Raina's vortex. Let's try not to be sucked by either of those. No, I don't want to slow them that much. And I am not very... Why am I doing this? I love cats. The port report is to be compiled. Roses and kings. Cavendish Abbey. A meeting with the abbess. She is always interested in news from London. We now have more mushroom wine. So yes, we can get that for almost free. We just need to, well, spend fuel to get there, but that's okay. We can do that, no problem. So we are at 4. So we will do that again and we'll be at 5 next time that we come here. And then, well, we can travel to Vanderbilt. Get our matters of, what's it called? Tracking down the constable. I don't wish to be seen. Not an animal. Okay. What? Okay, that just disappeared. Enter the apartment. Yes. So we are not coming here to, what's it called? Get fuel, even though we could. We're here to just get the port report and the gunner. Because that gives us a tale of terror and a memory of distant shoals, which is worth something. We've lost 2 pages. Okay, we should actually stop. Engage an officer. Now have 1 more gunner. Iron plus 8. Yeah, I kind of do prefer her. Let's travel up. Yes, losing pages is not something that I'm very keen to. Jeez. Hmm. Four stars above. Oh, okay, that things up. Expensive. And other less Christian tickets. Food and drinks. Listen to your dreams. Dream of spires. Iron. Did we have to go to Metal Island? Maybe. It doesn't cost us much to go there, actually. Well, there isn't very much to say right now, because, well, we have to go certain places and do things in a certain order. And, well, it is a bit repetitive, but we are faring well enough. Get a budget mark. Fuel from the toxic. Passing shipyards. This is a mascot. Chat with the fisherman. Give me a nickel. Well, I have to pay a nickel. Visit the hilltop of town. Yes. I've gained some terror. Yes, it soaks in the wind. Sometimes some challenges are not really worth even bothering with. And that was one thing. I mean, I could look into the wiki to see what exactly, what exactly I have to do at what point. But where would be the fun in that? Where am I? Oh, there. Back to London I go. And then we'll look into like caskets of sapphire. Yes, and now we can get to searching. Far off, very far off, someone screams. Well, we should get some more fuel. And, well, be able to go to places we want to. Where are the new men? Sure. Do look at all my stuff. Your suspicion hasn't changed because it's lower than 5. I would leave. Collect some messages. It's all for now. A free evening. Yes, consider a specialist surgeon. Let's first of all go to your lodgings. Read the morning papers. Always in news. Perhaps not. And no, we can consider a specialist surgeon. Consider a specialist surgeon. She is staying at a respectable boarding house near the docks and has made it known that she is available for work. I specialize in amputations. It's easier to acquire unwanted appendages at sea. Employ the claddery air. Her talents could be well employed on a work vessel. Increases hearts and iron. Yes, sure. Welcome aboard. She comes with a bag full of knives on her own personal sharpening stone. Don't touch these. Don't let anyone else touch them. We now have where is she? Yes, we now have a full crew. Iron +6, hearts +6, a doctor aboard +1. This sounds great. And we should spend some secrets. Invite her to dine with you. Can't increase our hearts. Well, we can already have a romance. That sounds odd. But let's invite her to dine with us. Does she wield a fork the way she wields a surgical instrument? Precise bite sizes. The cooked flesh arrives still in its shell. From the claws, 8 legs, body and head. She renders a dozen neat bite-sized piles of shredded flesh, sutured with mushroom, or pinned together with a needle of shittle. Perhaps she was missed a calling as a chef. She denies it. My mother was the child of a surgeon in the first city. You might say that knife work runs in the family. There is a wicked, croaking smile at the corner of her mouth. Then there are rumors about my father. She will deny there is any truth to those. Quality is now alerted to rumors about the Lady Heir's parentage. Her father. Well, we do not have a strange catch. But let's increase our hearts. Because that is very low quality right now. The best way to extract a secret is to offer one in turn. Exchange. It's a trade. One of your best discoveries for one of hers. It's not hard to drive the bargain. She sits back after dinner and tells you this. Most people think that the hard part of surgery is finding what's wrong and taking it out, but any fool could do that. A ship's cook with a cleaver can have that part of the job. The hard part is cutting in so you can sew it all back up again afterwards. And she demonstrates on the shark fin, leaving it in a better condition than it started. Sure. Oh yes, let's have more pages. Iron destroy increases the damage attacks deal. The higher your mirrors, the quicker you can find a firing solution in combat. Decreases the range at which enemies will spot you. Yes, fragment to secrets. Sometimes we'll have tests around terror. I think we want more hearts. Officers. Speak to. Let's increase our iron. Not bad. Give you another 50 years, you'll be teaching me. You haven't had the wound. Invite her to dine with you. Captain's cabin, is it? All right, but I want a coffee sorbet for dessert. What? I like coffee sorbet. No sorbet, no dinner. Excuse me. Someone's got a fire again. A pleasant evening. Yes, I was in the Navy. Did you think I'd stolen the uniform? I retired before they threw me out. She grins and spoons more sorbet onto her plate. I'm older than I look. We're all older than we look to you people. Learning about the crew seems to be a good thing. Speak to. Perhaps you would like to have some dinner with me. Am I just using my supplies? He has an admirable appetite for so slight a fellow. Forgetfulness. Seconds, then thirds, disappear in small hasty morsels. He is nervous, and not a gifted conversationalist. You do your best to plug the silence. When you ask about his past, he winces. I can't say citizen. Oh yes, that's what's the name. I can't say citizen. This, he taps the livid sigil on his temple, which twitches like a scorpion's sting, has burned away my memories. I recall I have a brother, but not his name or where he is. I remembered the names of the ships I've served on, the Implicit, the Bunny's one, but not their crew. How did he come by the sigil? He clutches his head. I don't know. Thinking about it is like fire in my skull. He grits his teeth. Someone must have hated me very much to curse me with it. But I can't even remember my enemy. Speak to him again to advance his story. I am interested. Captain. My sleep is riddled with dreams, citizen. Dreams of bells and candles. A destination. He paces the deck. I see a lonely house lit by a tallow and wick. A bell is ring. It rings now. Do you hear it? He scratches at his sigil, which has begun to bleed. Do you know this place, Captain? Can I plot a course? A place of candle and bells, the chapel of lights. A northern church where no sin is too terrible. That is somewhere that we have to go for the Admiralty. So yes, we will look into this. I will talk to the other officers. I just want to talk with the Admiral before. Well, to submit report reports. Pigmont Isle. I'm not certain I heard you correctly. Are you quite certain this is the report you wish to make? So be it. More fuel? The Iron Republic. More fuel again. I love cats. We already have had this accomplishment 2 times. I don't understand. Port Canadian. You know, I sometimes wonder whether that place was a good idea. I didn't say that. 30 acres, 1 fuel, and more favors. I have to use those favors at some point. Baker's Haven. Some more echoes, more fuel. Demo Island. We've been to Demo's Gate. Yes, and I did not do what I was supposed to do. No appointment there. Yes. I was supposed to talk anyway. Assistant with substance. I wish to not repair the ship. I wish to have... How much fuel do I have? Sure, let's try it. We failed. Success eventually. The good, free fuel. The bad, a half-hour argument with the quartermaster. Who insists that your chitties have not been stamped by the Office of Incongruous Requests. Eventually, she grudgingly permits you to load your fuel cart. Sure. Yes, we could do that. I do not want to spend too much money. Wretched Mog. It's really replacing what you hold. No. Admiralty Yard. Look at you call in some of your Admiralty papers to have cheap, good quality work done on your ship. Yes. You lost some echoes, and now we have a full hull. Yes, well, the alarming scholar. A memory of distant shores. A piquant piece of Picard's pilgrimage. More of that. Do you want some more? What the? I double-clicked. A sea story. Tale of the deep. Well, I know that it can be used for other places, but I am wondering what I can get here. Brilliant. Let me hear every detail. First, I must find my fountain pen. Oh, how regrettable. The spiders impaled on the nib. Excuse me. Let me. Good havens! It's still alive. Pass me that volume of Gibbon. There we go. Do you have another pen? They are funny, I think. Anyway, I am walk through. Not useful right now. Another day in recruit. Shops. A bit more supplies. I want a bit more supplies. And one fuel. Yes. Good. Well, oh no, we are doing something before we are leaving, which is purchase the Egon townhouse. A good address on Hollow Street. It won't be cheap. Sailor's service. You have your crew cart your things from the blind helmsman to your new address. If anyone respectable calls, we'll pass as servants. Resting is no more expensive, but more effective. We do have a study. Once your lodgings are large enough to support the study, you can create them. You can create items such as an ironclad wheel, whispering trophy cabinet, or the Zone of the Sea. Yikes! Let's try a private sanctuary. Your study. The clock ticks. The gaslight wickets. Shadows lie quiet. Create a shrine to stone. You know the hymns, the prayers, the traditions. Perhaps you believe, perhaps you don't. But it will comfort the sailors. The process of creating the shrine to stone will increase your hearts by 7, as high as 200. And the shrine is an auxiliary item worth a further 7. Yes. We do not have a captivating treasure anymore. And well, secrets can be regained. Create an anatomical cabinet. You have learned so much. Now create an object lesson that will guide you in the destruction of your enemies. On supplies, lamentable relics, and secrets, as a serene aquarium. You know the secrets of this peculiar specimen. Construct an environment that will display it to best advantage. Live specimen. Create a monstrous almanac. You could fill whole shelves of notebooks with what you've learned of the sea, its monsters, its treasure, its secrets, and so you will. Create a whispering trophy case. What do I mean? Artifacts. Yes. When the bones are emplaced, You will hear them when you sleep. This one. Greater will. The court of chancery, as roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom it may endeavour. Ensure it doesn't get its lion tentacles on your property when you're gone. Should you die, this will ensure that your heir retains your lodgings and any heirloom you've accumulated. Sure, I am willing to spend for that. Basebone and fowling piece. Yes, we have that one. The lawyer peers at you like a vulture composed of crocodiles. Come now, she creaks. There's a few years in you yet, but your caution does you credit. Sign here. No, no, ink is fine. This isn't the brass embassy. So, yes. Well, we need an heir to retain the lodgings. I'm not sure how to get an heir. Oh, yes, the heir is the person, the captain after this. So this is okay. Adorn your lodging with captivating treasures. Need some captivating treasure, heirlooms, and heirloom. This is a way to pass on money to your next character. You can have no more than 11 heirlooms, or 16 in a mansion, and you need to pay a small fee to write these treasures into your will. Yes, well, 10 echoes is probably nothing at the point where that happens. Convert a collection of outlandish artifacts into an heirloom. Individually, these artifacts are interesting together, they're unique. No more than 11. 10 outlandish artifacts. And this is our victory condition. Right? The Song of the Sea. You have assembled a store of lore and a collection of antiquities. Your knowledge of the sea rivals that of any captain of history. Write it all down. This will create the Song of the Sea, which allows you to retire happily if you have the correct ambition, and is a pretty nifty item in its own right. It requires the cabinet, an aquarium, shrine, almanac, and trophy case, which can all be created here in your study. Dread Sunrise, Port Report Iron, King Eater's Castle. Yes, those are at the corners of the map. Can's Heart, Mount Palmerston, Port Cecil, 40 Secrets, 77 Tales of Terror. What? Okay. 77 Z story. Well, it seems like we are not close at all from writing that. This one, trophy case, yeah, those are the things. Oh, this is this is something. Oh no. Well, winning in this game seems very complicated. Like there was the condition of finding the father's bones, but as it stands, I would believe that to be not necessarily impossible, but at the very least, highly difficult. Because, well, if it's easier to do that than to get all of that and dreaded sunrise, I can make a safe guess that it would be about what's it called? The surface and the portal pods. Well, whew, let me tell you, I am not close to getting any of those. 30 secrets and 77 tales of terror. Well, we it's a good thing that I took those lodgings. Out into the house. Yawn, stretch, rise from the desk. Rest in your elegant townhouse. A pleasant interlude. Resting here will reduce your terror, give 2 rooms, and give you 2 restful nights if you do not already have some. Sure. Yes. Oh, consider retirement from the seafaring life. Maybe it's time. This allows you to review options which will end the game. You can safely scrutinize them without choosing one. Sure. What? If you come to complete an ambition, this is ambiguously a win. Otherwise, perhaps call it a draw. You must be retiring to at least an elegant townhouse. In any case, you have standards. Yes, yes, you must be retiring to at least an elegant townhouse. In any case, you have standards. Well, I am not calling it a draw. I want to win, not to just draw the game. That would be very anticlimactic, to say the very least. Yes, this. I hate double clicking. So I am going to rest here, and I think that will be yes, lost 15 terra for 10 echo, 100 echoes. So yes, sleep early, rise late. Take the air in Tyrant's Gardens. Take coffee at Caligula's coffee house. Take advantage of a sea captain's reputation. You could get used to this. Okay, well, I think I'm going to call it for this time. Well, it's good to see what the endings are all about, and well, I will have to write down my objectives, not just about what's it called? Not just about my winning conditions, but also about my offices. And yes, I said that I will talk to the other offices, but I can do that next time. Also, speak to. Yes, he wants to Campbell Place. What about him? I can't dine with him just yet because I don't have those two. Well, I know what she wants. Offices. Her. Dine with you again. Well, okay, whatever. Perhaps not. And she also has some things that I need to know. And yes, I could proposition to her, but maybe not. Well, perhaps not, as they say. He wanted 7 West Indian ivories, or 7 caskets of sapphire. I could buy 7 of them. The follow with dead monsters. I'm not. I don't because it's paper. Yes, so I do have actually a very high amount of quests. This game doesn't relent, does it? I have to do something about, well, the Isle of Cats. That is where I will go next time. I will conclude my quest in Vanderbight, finally, without having spent much more money than what I did. And what else? What else? What do I have now? Yes, the 5 mushrooms. So I will not take much more in the cargo, so we can go next time without any dead posts. And that will entails of terror. Those are also something that I want to understand more about. Restful Night will help us against the nightmares. Secrets, we need so many of those. We will try to get better boats, but for that we need to gain more money, which we used a lot to buy our house, but I think it was worth it. Well, at any rate, I said that I should stop here, and this is indeed where I will stop. So next time we will do all of this, well, not all of this, but we will at least make some progress.